Okay, so to open our garage door, we are first gonna have to deal with this funny little locking system. So come on in. We've got a pin. We're gonna pull that pin out, and then we're gonna pull our chain out. And now you're just gonna go hand over hand, pulling it up and keeping tension on the chain the entire time. All right, now that we're open, we're just gonna go ahead and replace the chain into our funny little locking system. And go ahead and put our pin in. I'm not super afraid of this, but with this pin in, our door cannot come down on anybody who's coming through. So if there's any dogs around or you anticipate any dogs being around, let's take our crash pads and put them on either side of our door. That way, the guys can't go out and climb over our little ledges and get out to the street. So now you're fully open, you're good to go. If it's a warm day, you might want to open the next two doors, entrance door, put the little rope around it so that it stays open, as well as the cafe door. Just go ahead and prop that open. All right, now you're good to go. And then when we need to close it, closing it is the sketchiest part. So I want you to keep both hands on both chains, as in one hand on one chain, one hand on another. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and start lowering it, one hand over hand at a time. About here is where it just wants to let loose and get all Ozzy Osbourne on you. All right, now that you've closed the gate, we're gonna go ahead and take these two chains. Pro tip, you can't close the gate with a dog. Now that we've gotten it to the ground, we're gonna make sure there's no gap at the bottom, and we're gonna take our two chains and we're gonna feed them through here. So right here and right here, keeping the tension. Then we're gonna take our neat little pin and go right through. And now we have a secure door. All right, good job. You're closed. You might want to go check on the next two doors over and make sure that those are getting closed as you leave as well. Please note that if you open that door, it is now 100% on you to close that door and make sure that it is closed, locked, and secure before you leave the gym. That is totally your responsibility now. Hold that responsibility with great cost. No, I'm just kidding. But like, do make sure that this gets down and fully locked before you leave. It's really our only interface between us and the public. So thank you for keeping everything secure. Hell yeah, let's go.